So for New Year's this year, I did rhinestones, I did an eye look and a nail look, and I also threw a dress in there as well. So let's go ahead and get started with the makeup. So I'm starting out with MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and I'm spreading that all over my lid and on my lower lash line as well. Then using a Maybelline Color Tattoo in Barely Beige, I'm applying that on my lid and a little bit into my crease. Then I'm taking Blackout from Urban Decay, this is in the Naked 2 palette, and I'm applying that on my lid. And I am going to tape off the outer corner to get a sharper line, but I forgot to do it right away. So once I get the tape on there, I'm going to take it and kind of make a V-ish kind of shape. I'm not going to blend it up too much right now. And then taking Naked from the original Naked palette, I'm taking a blending brush and I'm just going to run that where the black meets the rest of my eye to blend it out a little bit more. And then I'm taking Foxy from the Naked 2 palette, and this is just a matte highlight color, and highlighting my brow bone with it. And I'm running Blackout on my lower lash line as well, and trying to meet it with the sharp line that the tape created. So I'm taking the cosmetic sealer from LA Splash, and I'm applying that on my lid with the applicator. And then I'm going to take a concealer brush and pat it out a little bit, and there's some glitter coming off the concealer brush from when I did the other eye. And then taking the silver holographic glitter from my TKB Trading stack, I'm just going to dip the concealer brush in that and apply this all over my lid. Then I'm taking the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in black, and I'm aligning my eyes with this. And I'm just going to do a small wing, and it's really important to do this before you start putting on rhinestones, because it not only gives you a guide of where to put the rhinestones, but you really can't line your eyes after they're on. So using pointed, slanted tweezers like this will be the easiest way to put these on your eyes, and I'm taking these large rhinestones first, and I'm just dipping those into Duo Lash Glue, the clear one, and I'm placing those on my eye just above the liner, and I'm going to do 3 of the large rhinestones first and then move on to smaller ones. So taking these rhinestones that are slightly smaller than the other ones, I'm going to go ahead and place those all the way to the either end of my eye on both sides of the large rhinestones, and then I'm going to take slightly smaller ones when I get right to the inner and outer corners. So I'm going to take the smallest rhinestones that I have here and place those just on the inner and outer corners, and then I'm going to go back to the medium sized ones when I'm done with that and just do an entire second row on my eye. You don't want to put this too high up because you won't actually be able to open your eyes, so you have to put them just below where your crease line is. And then after lashes and mascara, that is the entire eye look. So moving on to the nails, I did kind of a different design on each nail. Starting out with my base coat, which is the Nail Tech Foundation 2, and then I painted my thumb and middle finger and pinky with China Glaze Bermuda Breakaway, and this took 2 coats. Then my pointer finger, I used Glistening Snow, 3 coats. And my ring finger, I used Zoya's Trixie. So for my thumb, first I used China Glaze Fairy Dust, and there is an alternative to this, but I don't remember the name of it, so I will post that below. And then I took China Glaze Techno and layered that over Fairy Dust. So for my pointer finger, since I have 3 coats of that fine glitter, I just added actually 2 coats of top coat just to get a nice thick layer over it to make it look kind of 3D-ish. For my middle finger, I just took 2 pieces of tape, stuck them to the back of my hand first, and then made a V on my nail. Then I took just 1 coat of Zoya's Trixie and painted over the space that's exposed. And then you don't have to wait for the nail polish to dry before you peel up the tape. It's actually better to peel it up right away. For my ring finger, I used the exact same rhinestones that I used for my eyes. I used the medium and small colors and just dipped them into a little blob of my top coat and applied them to the nail. And when this is done, you don't want to put a top coat over it, you just leave it alone. And finally, for my pinky finger, I used Black Cat Lacquer's Disco Tracks, and this is just a holographic silver glitter polish with stars and diamonds and bars and all kinds of crazy shapes. I took all the biggest shapes, tried to get them on my brush, and then placed them very deliberately on the nail. And those are my New Year's nails. Moving on to the outfit. I got this dress from Romwe.com and I will link them below. I didn't have a lot of room in my house to show the entire dress, so I'm showing it in pieces. The bottom is really cool. It has this tiny skirt and then all this flowy layery stuff over it, which got very wrinkled. If anyone knows how to fix that, let me know. And that is my entire New Year's Eve look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will talk to you later.